I can tell you that I have some concerns. Maybe that we're seeing our coal-fired electric plants in Nebraska, our utilities, they're spending a lot of time, they're spending a lot of resources on keeping their units in compliance with regulations. And I don't think they're then able to spend that time and resources on the innovations that could possibly lessen our dependence on coal. We have an example here for you regarding regional haze. We have a Nebraska utility, which is LES, the City of Lincoln. It owns a little more than 10% of a coal-fired power plant in Wyoming, the Laramie River Station. The Wyoming Department of Environmental Quality proposed a plan to address regional haze that would require technology costing approximately $100 million, and so the Nebraska utility share is in about $10 million. The EPA rejected the Wyoming DEQ plan and substituted its own plan that requires technology at a cost of $800 million, which then is about $80 million for the City of Lincoln, the LES utility, that would have to provide that. There would be a very small improvement in visibility, but this difference is going to deprive this Nebraska utility of moving forward on their investments in wind, which they have, and in solar, in energy efficiency. You know, we're talking of a fairly small city, the City of Lincoln. It's large for Nebraska, small nationally. That's just one example. So I believe that that's replicated across the country, though. You know, LES is a leader in looking at renewables. The citizens in the City of Lincoln want to move forward in that direction, but polls have shown they are not willing to pay for it. And I think that is also replicated across the country, the costs that are incurred sometime, and especially when they have to meet requirements from the EPA. What are your feelings on that? Do you see that policy moving forward with EPA? Are you going to try and you know, reach out more to help utilities be responsible in their coal-fired plants, but also to move forward?
Senator, we're doing the best we can, not just to reach out to the utilities to understand what their business plans are moving forward and how we can keep the lights on and keep it reliable, but we're also working very closely with the states on these regional haze issues. We understand that they're important environmental benefits, but they have to be looked at in the context of how much they cost and what they do in terms of moving the clean energy system forward. So if we need to work more closely together, I'm more than willing to do that.
Thank you. You know, we hear about the war on coal, and you hear about that as well.
Yes.
Is there a war on coal? You know, a lot of people in Nebraska think there is because we have those coal-fired plants. And do you think it's fair to say maybe the EPA has somewhat of a war on coal so that we can lessen our dependence upon coal in this country?
Senator, I don't think that's fair to say. What we're trying to do is our job to protect public health by reducing pollution from some of the largest sources of those pollution.
And I have a few seconds left. I am very concerned about the water rules that are coming out from EPA. Water is a state resource in Nebraska. I believe we manage it in a very responsible way. I hope that you will have a long period there. Would you commit to a long period for comments, 180 days?
We'll have to do that answer for the record.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
And also